What's up YouTube? For tonight's video, we have a Blacephalon Sweep. Now, I did mention I may upload tonight. People, I've got a double upload. It's pretty rare for me. Now, we have a Blacephalon Sweep only using Mind Blown. This is going to blow your mind, people. So, leave those Pokemon sweeps in the comment section below, people. Any ones that have already been done have been covered in the playlist. I'm going to try and cover all the new Pokemon. I'd like to try and do that. Please put them in the comment section below. Give me some cool sets. Give me something interesting to look at. So, with this Pokemon challenge, I just want to explain this before it gets into it because this sweep required no setup from like other Pokemon, no stat boosting. Wasn't really about that, but I just want to explain what this challenge was. So Blacephalon has a move called Mind Blown, right? It's a fire type move. It's special attacking, obviously. It's 150 base power, which is 100% accuracy. It's only got a low amount of PP, and the user loses 50% of the max health. So how am I going to go about KOing 6 Pokemon with this move if it takes away half of my health every time I use it? You could use something like Citrus Berry maybe to get you another turn back, or like Pain Split or Rest or something like that, but it's not bulky enough to make use of those moves, so those strategies were kind of flawed. I did come up with a sound strategy. I have actually used this one in the past. It was a great little strategy I come up with another Pokemon. I'm going to explain this set in full after this. Hope you enjoyed that one, people. That was a good little strategy I came up very, very long time ago. I used it for wind-up because, it couldn't get its health back. I'd also used it many other times before that. So this is a full breakdown of what my team was. I'm going to go through and explain everything and my strategy. And I'm also going to give some more viable movesets for Blacephalon as well at the latter end of this video. So I know lots of people said they like this kind of thing, so I'm not sure. Do you want me to keep up the explanations after the Pokemon Sweep in the video? If you guys want it, I'll absolutely do that. Anyways, so let me explain what was actually happening there. So I had the Blacephalon with Choice Specs, with Mind Blown. I had it with Timid Nature and like max special attack and max speed. Now, obviously, you could only get 2 of them off before you get KO'd, right? And I didn't want to get KO'd, so the challenge was to stay alive. So what I did, I thought up I could use my strategy. So I had 6 different Pokemon with Healing Wish or Lunar Dance. What this did was the Pokemon KO'd itself, right? And then all the health that I actually lost using Mind Blown before was actually restored back to the incoming swapping Pokemon. So what Healing Wish does, the user KOs itself and the next Pokemon that swaps in heals all of its health back and such. Lunar Dance is really good because it actually does all the PP as well, so that's like a better version of it. But I also had Safeguard on them as well in case there was any like toxics or anything like that. I felt that was necessary. Also had Protect on them as well, just for a little bit of scouting. Mainly that's how I did it with this strategy, and it worked really, really well. It didn't take me a hell of a lot of attempts to get this. Even with just having Mind Blown, it hits so hard, and with the strategy, I was able to basically just keep it alive all the time. Of course, there was there was definitely counters to this strategy, absolutely, but there was Flash Fire Pokemon, there was Bulky Fire types, those Pokemon that resisted me. I usually got around them by getting at least 1 Beast Boost up, but the problem was you couldn't get too many Beast Boosts up, right? Because you had to swap out and heal yourself. So that was another flaw in the plan too, but I couldn't actually help that. I had to, figure out how to heal myself. Now, a noteworthy thing, right, you could play this in doubles. Since Mind Blown actually isn't affected, if it had the ability Magic Guard, right, if you skill swapped a Magic Guard, it wouldn't actually take any damage from Mind Blown. So if you guys are any VGC doubles players out there, that would be really cool. So you could do that with, like a skill swap Pokemon with Magic Guard, like, Alakazam or something like that. That could definitely work. So I thought that was a pretty cool little idea. I couldn't get that one to work in singles. And even if I did, I thought, nah, that's probably a bit too easy. So obviously it doesn't have any access to skill swap, role play, anything like that. So that that there would be no chance of that one happening. Anyway, so that's what I did for this setup. Now, I want to suggest some better sets for Blacephalon. Obviously, with this one, I did a lot of 6v6. I did some Battle Spot. Now, I did some Battle Spot battles. I actually gave it Citrus Berry. Now, the Citrus Berry actually allowed it to get 3 Mind Blows off, so I was able to, just Shrek through the opponents. I had a lot of wins with that. They weren't really too interesting, so I don't really feel I need to actually show them. Plus, I'm only using 1 move, so you guys kind of know what that was all about anyways. So, let's get on to some decent Blacephalon sets. I hope I'm saying its name right. If it's not, that'd be blasphemy. So, Mind Blown is a great move, right? But it's got that big recoil. So to get around that, there's a couple of ways. I'd give it Fire MZ, right? So you could go for your Fire MZ Mind Blown, and therefore you wouldn't lose any health. And then you could go for another 2 after that if you really want to, if you're really on a roll and was sweeping through a team, right? So that would, if those when your least neutral hits are super effective, you'd be getting 3 Pokemon down with that straight away. It gets us some other really cool moves. I'm just going to bring this up on the screen. This is an example of a set. Let's say we're using Mind Blown on this run, right? We'll go for the Fire MZ on this one. So we're going Fire MZ, Mind Blow. We've got Shadow Ball for coverage. We've got Psyshock, so I'm not completely and utterly walled by special defensive. It also has Hidden Power Ice on it too, so I'd run that max speed, max special attack with a Fire MZ. Now, obviously, there's a lot of other things you could do. This is just a very broad set that could work on it. Now, it gets access to cool things like Calm Mind too, but I didn't think that was too much. I mean, you could go Calm Mind and attack afterwards and get like a boost, Beast Boost, like double after that. That could definitely work. This is a little bit more of a less offensive variant, but it has Fire Blast instead of Mind Blow, so I can have some longer survivability and still hit really hard with Life Orb. Also Shadow Ball, Dark Pulse, it gets in Hidden Power Ice too. You could change those moves up if you don't like that nasty recoil. It's just like a bomb, really. It's really, really powerful. Anyway, I hope I gave you a thorough explanation of my sweep strategy and a couple extra sets. Peace out.